Wonderhussy here. I'm back at the site of the mysterious Mojave Megaphone. I was out here about a month ago with my friend Larry, and I made a video about this thing, which no one really knows what it is or who put it out here. No one knows who they were or what they were doing, to quote one of the greatest movies of all time, Spinal Tap. Anyways, I made a video about it, and in the video I mentioned that there's 3 main theories as to why this thing is out here. I mean, it took a lot of effort for somebody to drag this giant hunk of steel way up on top of this mountain in the middle of friggin' nowhere. So there has to be a reason that it's here, right? Well, one theory that I read online was that it was a gun site, which really didn't make much sense to me. Another theory was that it was some kind of Venturi effect. For what I can't imagine, like would they want to blast air through it as a giant leaf blower? I don't know. Another theory I read was that it's 2 smokestacks from a railroad locomotive just welded together and then placed up here as art or a sort of a prank. But I mean, this is a lot of dedication for a prank, because it's bolted on top of this pile of boulders in the middle of nowhere, and it must have weighed a ton and been very difficult to get up here. So I can't imagine most artists or pranksters going through that amount of effort to put up a joke. And the other theory that I read, which actually makes the most sense to me, is that it was meant to be some kind of amplification device for like an air raid siren. I don't know, like, if it was really meant to warn people about air raids, because there's no one really living out here, but apparently there was some kind of chemical plant nearby, and the Tonopah and Tidewater railroad tracks run right behind me here. So I've read some theories online that maybe it was meant to alert the railroad that something was going down at the chemical plant, or vice versa. I don't know. All I know is I came back here to test out the amplification theory, because this thing is known as the Mojave Megaphone. That's kind of the common nickname for it, or desert megaphone. I think if you look on Google Maps, it's called the desert megaphone. But people generally refer to it as a megaphone. So if it was truly meant to be a megaphone or amplify some kind of warning system, I decided to test that out. I came out here with my friends Larry, Jenni, and Jessica, and another special friend. A hand-cranked air raid siren that I borrowed from my friend Sammy. Thank you so much. Big ups to you, Sammy. Wish you were here. But we're gonna test this thing out today and see if it will amplify the sound of this air raid siren across the valley. So somebody had strung this animal skin over it to turn it into a drum. I guess that was kind of another theory, that it was meant to be some sort of a drum. But Larry is undoing the turnbuckles that hold the drum skin on it. And we'll put it back when we're done, but obviously we have to remove that drum skin in order for it to amplify the sound of this air raid siren. So while he's removing the drum skin, down below here, Jessica and Jenni are getting into Jessica's 4Runner, and they're gonna drive, they're probably gonna drive, down along there. That's where the old Tonopah and Tidewater track would have run. I don't know if you can see that. There's kind of a diagonal line running there. That was the rail bed of the old Tonopah and Tidewater Railroad. So if this thing was meant to amplify an alarm for the railroad, they're gonna go off. I don't know if you can see, there's like a little tiny, what looks to be a cabin or a shipping container or something back there. They're gonna go back there and see if they can hear it from back there. So I have a walkie-talkie, and Jenni and Jessica have a walkie-talkie. So when they get into position, we're gonna communicate, and when I'm ready to start the air raid siren, I'm gonna have Jessica take some footage to see if she can pick up the sound of it. You guys copy?
Roger that.
Awesome, I think we're good to go. Okay, so Larry got the drum head off, and now this thing should function as a megaphone. You wanna test her out, Larry, with your voice first?
Hello!
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so this air raid siren should really make a ruckus.
Sorry, not the siren, just Larry.
Siren's next.
Awesome. All right, I think we're ready to try the siren. You think so, Larry?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm ridiculously excited about this. Okay, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to settle once and for all whether this is really a megaphone or not. Oh man, I feel like Bill Nye the Science Guy, or those guys on, what were those guys on the Discovery Channel that had that show where they tested out all kind of crazy stuff?
Mythbusters?
Mythbusters. I feel like I'm on Mythbusters. Ha! Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, let's see if the girls heard us. Did you guys hear that?
Did.
What? That's friggin' awesome. Wow, far out. So I think we maybe possibly proved that this was really an amplification device for an air raid alarm siren. I think we should go talk to Jenni and Jessica face to face and hear let's see what their impression was, if it was loud enough to really wake them up out of a sound sleep. Okay, Larry's putting the drum head back on because we're responsible stewards of the desert and we like to leave things the way we found them. Even though I'm pretty sure that drum head isn't native to that megaphone or whatever it is. But when he's done putting that back on, we're gonna hike back down to the car and then we're gonna drive back over there to where the girls are and get the skinny on how loud that siren was. Okay, you guys, could you hear that megaphone?
Yes,
Was it loud?
it was loud.
So if you were like sleeping or something, would it have woken you up?
Maybe you might have thought there was a cat.
A cat?
It sounded like a dying animal.
So that doesn't sound like an alarm system. It just sounds like...
It sounded like a dying animal.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that does sound like a dying animal. It's not nearly as loud as I thought it was going to be. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that was meant to be like an amplification system for an air raid siren?
No, not for an air raid siren.
It didn't amplify it enough to make you like jump.
To make a difference.
Yeah.
Or maybe, maybe the siren I had just wasn't loud enough? Huh, well,
What do you guys think?
yeah, leave your comments below. All right, post-trip strawberry shake at the Mad Greek. Yes, to our favorite place. We're like on Friends, how they always went to Central Park, but we always end up at the Mad Greek in Baker. There, are you filming this?
No.
Hey guys, here's to another great adventure. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay, I look forward to adventure. Jenni's first adventure with the group. What do we say, guys? Is she a good fit?
She's a good fit.
Yes. Should we keep her?
Let's keep her.
All right. Yay,
She's a
Jenni.
keeper.
Yay.